All right, today we're going to talk about adding integers. And remember, an integer is the set of whole numbers and their opposites. And the key word here is whole numbers. So we're not going to be worrying about fractions or decimals. And then opposite just means like 7 is the opposite of negative 7. So adding integers. And put today's date. Okay, first, let's try it using a number line. So here, you don't have to draw the number line if you don't want to. Here we have 3 plus negative 7. Now here's what it would look like. We would start at 0, because you always start at 0. Go to negative 3, go to positive 3, and end there. And then from there, we go back 7 spaces, because we're adding a negative 7. So we're going to go back 7 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to stop, and we get negative 4, okay? So that's how we could do it using a number line. And let's try this one. We have negative 2 plus negative 5. So let's go from 0. We'll go to negative 2 and start there. And then we're going to get 5 more negatives. So let's go 5 more negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to end on negative 7. So our answer is going to be negative 7. If it's positive, you move to the right, just like we did up here to positive 3. If it's negative, you move to the left. Now, try these on your own. Okay, welcome back. Let's start at 0, and then we'll go down to negative 6. Okay, then we'll go from here, negative 6. Since it's a positive 2, we're going to go to the right 2. And we're going to get negative 4. We're going to end up there. So our answer is negative 4. This is exactly how I think of them in my head. I think of a giant number line, and I go positive right, negative left. All right, let's try negative 3 plus negative 6. We're going to start at 0 again. We're going to go down 3 to the left because it's negative and be at negative 3. Then we're going to go 6 more to the left because it's negative 6. And we're going to end up on negative 9. Okay, another method we could use, when the signs are the same, add. When the signs are different, subtract. And take the sign of the higher number. For example, here, we have the same signs, negative 4 plus negative 6. When the signs are the same, you add. So let's add 4 and 6. Well, 4 and 6 is 10, and the higher number is 6, so we'll just take the sign of the higher number. And the higher number is negative, so we'll just take negative 10. I mean, they're both negative, so it'd be negative, but in this case, higher number is negative, we take it. Now here, we have a positive and a negative, and the signs are different. When the signs are different, subtract. So we're going to subtract 9 and 8. When you subtract 9 and 8, you get 1. So we do higher number minus lower number. So you get 9 minus 8, which is 1. Now, we take the sign of the higher number. That's important. The sign of the higher number is negative because it's a negative 9. Okay? So it's going to be a negative 1. Let's try here. We have negative 5 plus 11. Well, the signs are different again. So when they're different, we subtract. 11 minus 5 is 6, and the sign of the higher number. The higher number here is 11, which is positive, so we're gonna keep it positive 6. Okay, try these on your own. Okay, welcome back. Here, signs are different, subtract, so 2 minus 1 is 1. Higher number is negative, so it's going to be negative 1. Number 5. Signs are different again, subtract. 8 minus 5 is 3. Higher number is negative, so it's going to be a negative 3. Number 6. Signs are the same, so we add. And by signs, I mean positive or negative. They're both negative, so we add. 2 plus 4 is 6. Higher number 4 is negative, so it's going to be negative 6. Let's try plugging in evaluating expressions with integers. So we're going to plug in. So b plus 11 for b equals negative 6. So let's take this negative 6 and put it right in for that b. So it's negative 6 plus 11. Now, again, you could do number line, you could do signs are the same or different. Here I'm going to do if signs are the same or different. The signs are different. One is negative, one's positive, so I'm going to subtract. 11 minus 6 equals 5. The higher number is positive, so we're going to keep it positive 5. Try number 2 on your own. Okay, welcome back. Let's plug this negative 4 in for the C. So now we have negative 4 plus 4. The signs are different, so we subtract. 4 minus 4 is 0. Now, 0 is neither negative nor positive, so we just keep it 0. You don't put negative 0, you don't put positive, it's just 0. You could have also used a number line for that, and let's see what that looks like. You could have gone from, start at negative 4, and then gone to the right 4, because it's positive, and ended up at 0. So either way works. Let's see what a word problem looks like. So, Melanie wants to check her calorie count after breakfast and exercise. Use information from her journal entry to find her total. So over here, calories we're going to keep positive because we're adding them to our body. Calories burned we're going to keep negative because we're subtracting. So we have, these are positive. We have oatmeal, 145, plus toast and jam, 62, plus orange juice, 111. Now, we're going to add a negative 110 because she burned 110 calories, and a negative 40 because swimming 6 laps, she burned 40 calories. So let's see what that looks like. I'm going to add all the positives together here. When I add all those positives together, I get 318. And let me add these negatives together. When I add these negatives together, I get negative 150. This may not be the way you thought to do it. You could do it a different way. That's fine. Now, signs are different. I subtract, because that'd be a huge number line. So, when I subtract these, I get 168. And the higher number is positive, so it's going to be positive 168. So, since it's a word problem, you would write out Melanie added 168 calories. Okay. Try this one on your own. Okay, welcome back. Mika, open a new bank account. Find her account balance after the first 4 transactions listed below. So here's her bank statement. Remember, deposits are positive, withdrawals are negative. So she had a deposit of 200, so that's positive. She withdrew 166, so that's a negative. Then she deposited another 20. Then she withdrew another 38, so that's a negative 38. I'm going to do it a little different this time. I'm going to take it piece by piece, order of operations. 200 plus negative 166 is positive 34. Signs are different. We subtract. We get 34. And since the bigger one's positive, we're going to keep it positive. So then we have 34 plus 20 plus negative 38. Now, here, signs are the same. Positive, positive. And I'm just doing 2 at a time. So, since they're both positive, we add. Signs are the same, we add. And we get 54. And the higher number is positive, it's positive. And then we do this plus negative 38. Now, signs are different. One's positive, one's negative, so we subtract. And we end up 54 minus 38 is 16. Higher number is positive, so it's positive 16. So we would write a sentence. Mika has a balance of $16. All right, and that's the lesson for today. So, in conclusion, let's go back here. You can use a number line. Start at the first number, or start at 0, go to the first number, positives to the right, negatives to the left. Or, when the signs are the same, you add. When the signs are different, you subtract, and then take the sign of the higher number. Either way works.